In this video we're just going to look at the photo timer modes on the Panasonic GH6. So when I say the photo timers, I'm essentially talking about the, you want to take a picture, maybe you want to be in it as well, you just set the camera up, hit the button, and then it does the kind of countdown timer. So in this camera we've got like a few options for that. So there's sort of two ways that we need to access it. So in the normal shooting mode, I should be able to take shots on this. I've got a long enough, just a wide enough lens. So that's just normal shots. I've made a bit of a mistake by leaving this in the cage, but you can just about see here. So if I turn this, I may as well go through the options there. We've got the burst shooting mode 1 there, burst shoot 2, high resolution shot mode, and then that one's time lapse, and that one is timer. It's a little bit of a shame because time lapse and timer almost look the same, but timer is the last one on the dial, so you should just be able to see that there. That's the timer one. So if you want to shoot with a timer, you switch it into there, and then you can kind of see here, if we take a shot, it just starts, it flashes a 10 on the screen and just starts beeping. And then the first thing you kind of think is, it would be useful if you could actually see when that shot was going to fire. So if we jump into menu, and then we go to the camera, and then it's called Others 2, is at the bottom of the photo menu. So it should look like that when you start, and you could just press it up, and then you've got self-timer there. So if we jump into that, there's a few options we've got. So this is what it comes by default, 10-second timer. If we jump down to the second one, it's the 10-second timer, but then it's got 3 blocks next to it, and we'll quickly pick that and sort of have a look what it does. It just shoots off the same again. You wait 10 seconds, and then it will shoot off 3 shots for you, so you should be able to hear them fire off. So if you're doing a group shot of people or something like that, you've just got 3 shots there just for people blinking and not being ready for the first shot and so on. So that makes life a little bit easier. And then you've got the 2-second timer here, which we can quickly use. You know what it's going to do. 1, 2, shoot. And then we've also got, in this one, we've got a custom timer at the end, and it says 3, and that's just because that's what it's set to at the moment. So if we go to set, that relates to this C3, or not C3, just this custom timer that is on 3 at the moment. So the custom time, we can set that to whatever we like, so up to 10 seconds, but just for the sake of you not having to watch it for ages, we'll pick, say, 3 seconds, which is on. And you've got this option to do on and off for the countdown timer. So we're on this mode now, so if we take a shot, it's essentially the same as it was, but we don't get that cue on the screen to say the timer's on. But then if we set the countdown timer to on, you actually get a nice display now to show you that it's counting down, and that works for everything. So if we go to set, and if we change that to, let's just do it to 8 seconds, it will do the same thing. So we've got that nice countdown timer, and then once it's done, it will take that shot. The only slightly disappointing thing is I'd really like to have that timer with the 3-shot mode. So that would have been quite nice to have both. So for 3 shots, it has to be 10 seconds, but I suppose that's not really, it's not a massive deal, because 10 seconds is actually the longest you can go on there. It would be nice if there were, there were slightly more options in there, but it's nice anyway that they've offered this custom mode. So, if you want that visual on-screen display, or you want to be shooting 3 photos when you're doing self-timer, you've just got to come in here and do it. And then once you're finished with it, obviously, just make sure you come back onto the top of the camera and just switch yourself back into single shooting mode. Otherwise, you'll be ready to take a shot, and it's going to do a 10-second countdown, and you might just completely miss the shot. So just remember to switch that back when you're done with it. And obviously, it just remembers that mode. So if we just switch back here, quickly take a shot, it's just there doing, because I've switched it back into the 10-second mode, so it's just back doing its 10-second countdown and firing off. And then we can just switch back into the single mode. So yeah, hopefully that's helped. It's quite a basic piece of functionality, but it's quite useful to know it's there and how to use it. So if that's helped, give the video a like. If you want more GH6 content, then please subscribe to the channel.